Welcome back to Legal Livewire. Today we have an important update.
No, you have the right to remain silent.
Mr. Allen.
Hey guys, how's it going? Just thought I'd drop in today. I'm going to start doing some lives in the morning, but I'm just kind of practicing today. Just a little. Yeah, I don't know. We're going to drop in on Judge Fleischer, and then I have a video that you guys have probably all seen. So we'll just we'll go ahead and drop in on Judge Fleischer real quick, see what's going on there.
Let me go to my office.
So dude's on deferred out of the felon.
On for this one, so we'll leave him.
Okay, do you mind, guys, do you mind grabbing Mr. Ziggler, please?
Get some court playing in the background. I think it's been pretty slow with Judge Fleischer today. He seems like he's not in a manic mode. Usually he's quite feisty, but we all know that. Here, let me turn this off. All right, I got like too many court hearings playing at once. That's the kind of the issue with doing live reactions with live court, is that during like these downtimes, if a guy like me doesn't have a lot to say unless something's going on, then it could be boring for you guys. I mean, unless you enjoy watching court as much as I do, then yeah, it can be kind of boring. But I do have a hearing I'm going to play, which a lot of you probably have already seen, with the pregnant defendant in Judge Stephanie Boyd's courtroom. She had a bad time yesterday. I feel for her, but she really screwed up. But we'll check out this next.
So it looks like he's still on the deferred for the theft, huh?
If it's anything good. And
Yes,
then,
Judge, he
we'll
is, and he's got
and if you haven't
an
seen
explanation as to why this is happening
from yesterday,
currently.
it's pretty good.
And he can, if you give him leeway, he'll explain it.
This guy looks like a knucklehead.
Good morning, Mr. Ziggler.
Good morning,
No,
sir.
maybe not. No, he's not.
Your lawyers asked for me to set you a bond. You were wanted out of state for another charge. I don't know you. I've never met you before, and I have to get to know you in a very short amount of time. I know that you're going to tell me it's little bunnies jumping in the woods, but really, I don't know you. My only concern are two. Number one, and most importantly, public safety. Number two, if we give you a bond, are you going to go to the jurisdiction that you're wanted from? So Amy, tell us about Mr. Ziggler.
Yes, Judge. He's wanted from Ottawa County, Ohio for grand theft. The amount for the grand theft has to be greater than $7,500, less than $150,000.
Wow, that's a big.
Yes. As the court knows, he is currently on deferred for that state jail theft. On that state jail theft, he did have a prior bond.
I know, I saw it.
Prior bond for.
And real quick, sorry to interrupt the hearing, but I don't have any moderators, so if we do chats, I do try to respond to the chats, but I will be doing this every morning from now on, and then I will do a live show on the Lifeboat every Sunday night. We'll be doing a live show there, and I do have a couple of things that I've been editing, some like documentary style true crime, just some stuff that's been happening around the country that doesn't get a lot of publicity, especially because of the Diddy case. It's pretty crazy. And I have pulled all the Diddy files, but man, we're all sick of the Diddy stuff, man. It's all kind of lame. Sorry.
Yep.
Day and I are requesting no bond on this case.
Continue to get PR bonds. It's like catch and release. Is that what we're doing?
No, sir.
He has also other criminal history from Pennsylvania and Ohio for bad checks and thefts. I believe he was previously arrested as a fugitive from justice in August of 2022. He's had bad check and thefts in 2013, 2014, 2022, and 2023.
Okay, so how many thefts are we talking here in total? I mean, that's at least 6.
I'd have to count, to be honest, Judge Fleischer.
When does it stop?
It stopped when I was extradited here and put on probation in Harris County. And I've made all my restitution payments in which I'm current. And I've been doing so since July of 2022, sir. And I have a full-time job. I make now $2,000 a week.
Is this a new case from Ohio or is this an older case? What do you see?
This one was issued from October 18th of 2023.
Okay, so it is older. Well, but this, so you said what day?
Did you just burp?
October
What the heck?
18th.
Okay, so he gets on deferred in July, and then this case is in October. So 1 month later, he picks up a new case.
No, sir. The actual case was from January. I was extradited. I posted bond there and I was extradited to Harris County directly out of Ottawa to here. And that's what I've been on probation here for. This is not a new case, sir, at all.
I will say it was the warrant that was issued, so.
Yes,
not the case, but,
and from what he had said, I'm sorry, go ahead.
no, you can finish. Right.
Sorry, from what he has said, he's not been able to leave Harris County to go to Iowa due to his probation conditions to take care of this case. So that's pretty much why he's here now.
Say, I missed it. I zoned out. Say it again.
Sorry, Judge.
No, it's my fault.
From what I'm being told, Mr. Ziggler was not able to go to Ohio because of probation conditions to take care of the warrant. So that's why he's in this condition today.
I gotta imagine that if he asks his probation officer, hey man, I gotta go take care of this warrant, and they go ask the judge, then perhaps that they would give him. But, you know, my main concern, Ms. Oko, is that, you know, if I send him a bond, whose money is he gonna be paying it from? You know,
Judge, he does have a full-time
I mean,
job.
we've got a ton of theft cases. So who else's money is it?
Judge Fletcher, I also forgot to mention, he does have open warrants as well that are also,
Somewhere else.
also in Ohio, yes, I forgot to mention that.
It's all on the same case. There's 2 warrants. There's 3 cases pending, a misdemeanor and 2 theft cases. Yes, sir.
Sorry, dude.
Yeah, I was gonna say,
It's
he's
just,
not gonna
it's
get
time to pay
interaction.
the piper, man. I can't, my
I
main
wasn't, I have
concern.
not been running, so that you know. I've been reporting to probation. If you look at my Harris County, I've been reporting to probation.
What are you doing in Texas?
$1,000 monthly payment on that and working full time.
Oh,
So I have not been running
Maybe
or
Texas.
absconding in any which way.
And I think our main concern is we always want people made whole, because that's
That's what I've
our,
been trying to do, Your Honor. Honestly, like if you look at my probation record,
just really, it's okay. It's neither here nor there. I don't know, Ms. Oko. I really have a concern that he doesn't have any money. Where is it gonna come from? Someone else's bank account other than his, you know?
Understood, Judge. I mean,
Tell me something, Ms. Oko.
from what he stated, he does have a full-time job. He takes care of his sister who is disabled at this time. So he's making restitution payments. So from what I'm hearing,
everyone who
it's
just
as
got
if
here,
the time has given him
um,
opportunity.
this is live. This isn't any hearing that I found that was badass or anything. So I'm just kind of just testing the waters with going live again. It's been a while since I've been going live. I have been doing lots of podcast interviews, just kind of telling my story. I was on Matthew Cox. I've been on the Lifeboat. And so
To
just kind
do
of
things right. At
getting
the end
back
of the
into
day,
it.
he's not good at stealing because he keeps on getting caught. So I do think that he's doing things right now, which is why he's not getting caught, because he's not doing anything wrong from what I'm hearing.
Here's the deal. You are an inherent flight risk because you've got all those open cases in another state. So when we set you a bond, if we set you a bond, you're going to have to pony up probably 100% of it. There's no 10%, there's no 20% on these types of cases.
Yes,
You're
sir.
gonna have to pony up all that money. And we're talking probably somewhere in the neighborhood of around $6,000 to $7,000, $7,500.
Okay.
So, I don't know if you have that kind of money.
My company that I work for, my boss, can help me out, and my wife is here.
He's ready
She
to
can
say
help me out,
anything.
and I have savings.
He wants
that I'm
out. He's
in-
ready to
that
say
I've worked
anything.
for, that I've saved.
Yeah.
Like I said, Your Honor, I do, once again, he's not a good.
I
thief.
just
Getting caught.
asked, please talk to my probation officer.
I'm not gonna talk to your probation.
Okay, she knows where I work. I work for, I'm
Who do you
not,
work for? Which
So I
company
guess,
do you work for?
I guess talk to the family, see if they're willing to pony up $7,500.
Oh, that ain't
What
nothing.
I
Yes.
would say is, that
I mean,
money should be used to get
more than I
a
have in my
lawyer
bank account,
in
but
that other jurisdiction. Because all you're doing is you're basically getting out. We give you 2 weeks to go turn yourself in, whereas we could probably have them here within the next 2 weeks to come get you and take you back there for free. And using that money to hire yourself a lawyer there, right? You're gonna deplete your savings.
just have not come twice. I've been pulled over, twice they declined to come get me, Your Honor.
he
And
just
I've
wants
just been
out.
sitting here.
I
That's
mean, I
why.
would too.
Is that
I was
right?
just in Brazoria County, ma'am.
He was just in Brazoria County because he had a conviction over there.
Yeah, I just handled that, paid $2,900 and settled that case out. Those are all my.
So has he been given a bond before?
In Harris County, Judge?
No, no, but I mean, he's saying that he was arrested on this very same thing in Brazoria County.
Yes,
Now we're here again.
they let me go. They didn't come and get me.
So it was your responsibility at that time to go up to Ohio to take these
They
things.
didn't come get, yes, they didn't just,
You're not understanding.
I didn't have a chance to speak to my probation officer. I just,
Has
spoke.
nothing, well,
I needed jurisdiction from the judge, Your Honor. That's what I just got to go up, to go travel, to go and handle that case. Because I'm done running. I'm not running, but just constantly, every time I get pulled over, they arrest me. I sit 14 days, 20 days.
So Judge,
and then you know what? And that's a great point. If I set you a bond now, you still have the bond condition from upstairs that you're not supposed to leave. So
From where?
from upstairs.
I
You're
know,
telling me
yeah, she gave me the opportunity to go up there. After I got out of Brazoria, she
there's
told
now so many inconsistencies now. When did you get the opportunity to go up to
about a
Ohio?
week ago. I just got it because I just got out of Brazoria. They just released me out of Brazoria, not even a week ago. I was in court on November the 2nd, on a Friday. If you look at my court date, I was in court on November the 2nd in Brazoria.
Judge Fleischer, Dave says he's going to be up in 5 minutes.
Okay, let's do this. I'm going to put him back for now. Ms. Oko, let me wait for Day to get here and then let me help them get them out so they don't have to just sit here and wait. Give me
Yes,
5
Judge.
minutes. We'll be right back.
Absolutely, Judge. Thank you.
Thanks, Ms. Oko. Come on.
Kind of off documented from,
Sure.
I've got a cause number for you whenever you're ready.
Okay,
253
okay.
5924. Judge, this is Mr. Greathouse.
But you guys get it. Like, the guy wants out, so he's willing to say anything. I mean, it's pretty common sense. But everything he said, it's real convoluted because he's got so many cases, so much stuff going on that, he just doesn't, it's going to be hard to make sense. What he needs to do is to quit stealing. It sounds like he's got a lot of theft cases, a few down here, some in Ohio. Yeah, quit stealing, bro. Quit stealing. And you won't have to stand in front of Judge Fleischer, try to explain yourself, get super upset when you don't get your way, go back to your cell, be a punk to your cellie, all of it. And dude looks old, man. If you haven't gotten it yet, man, I don't know what to tell you. I talk about that in my interview on Inside True Crime, that, you get to a point where you're just exhausted. You're exhausted from having to explain yourself. You're exhausted from your civil liberties being taken away, for the poor decisions that you make. now that's where this guy's at. You know, he I guess he's not exhausted yet, and I was exhausted in my 30s, and I just couldn't do it anymore. You know, and you know my situation's a little different. You know, I was a kind of a plaything of circumstance. You know, I lost my wife and started drinking really heavily, and lost my job at Microsoft, and you know, I just was drowning, couldn't see my way out of it, you know? So yeah, it's just one of those things. But yeah, this guy, I guess he's the lifer, you know? He's a lifer. Let's see what else is going on.
Started with
Hey,
DWI.
Sagittarius baby.
I signed on to this case a couple of days ago. He is present in court. I wanted to clarify, Judge, if I may, he's got a couple conditions of bond. I see he's got a scram right now, but there was a do not drive without permission of the court. But also there's a do not drive without interlock. So I wanted to clarify, he's good to drive on the interlock?
No, he has an FSRA. He's got an evading in a motor vehicle, so he can't drive. So what we'll do is we'll give him a portable device.
Oh, well, he has a scram right now.
Oh, then that's sufficient.
Okay. But you're saying no driving while this
But I
case
think,
is
yeah, what we did was we put it just to make sure that he's not driving at home. That's why.
Here,
That's why
let's
we
check
did
out,
that. No driving.
I have this case from yesterday. I don't know. I'm sure a lot of you have seen it from Judge Boyd's courtroom. Let's take a look at it. It's with the pregnant girl.
Janelle Bell, who was placed on community supervision in 2022 CR 8626A for the offense of possession of a controlled substance, penalty group 1 gram to 4 grams on December 1st, 2022 for a period of 4 years. Is that you?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, state.
Violation of condition number 4, in Bear County, Texas, the defendant, Marlissa Janelle Bell, the then and there failed to report the supervision officer as directed for the month of June 2024 in violation of condition number 4.
How do you plead to that? True or not true? Did you understand by pleading true to violations 4 and 6, the court could find it true, grant the motion, and sentence you to 4 years in the prison?
Yes, ma'am.
Knowing that, do you still wish to plead true to violation 4 and 16? I can't hear you.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
She keeps looking at her lawyer like, dude, please say something, man. Say something.
All right. You understand that
just-
if,
Well, I'm sorry, Judge.
yes.
Here you go.
Just for the courts, if the court hasn't noticed, she is 7 months pregnant, so that's kind of why she's she's here,
I'm here.
but just tired, I guess.
Oh, well, I noticed, yeah, I noticed she's in yellow.
Yes, sir.
All right. So you do understand if you have some sort of proposed agreement with the state, the court does not have to follow that agreement. Do you understand?
Me?
Yes. Do you understand I can revoke you and send you to prison for 4 years?
Yes, ma'am. I
Do you understand that the fact that you're currently pregnant plays no role in that?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. So is there a proposed agreement?
No, Your Honor.
All right, state, what are you requesting?
It's requesting revocation.
Defense, what are you requesting?
Your Honor, we're asking the court to give, we're asking the court to continue her on her probation. She does have some new cases that she was charged with in Comal County. However, she is on PR bond for those because they were not indicted in the proper amount of time. And also, without getting into the facts of those, but she was in the car with someone else. And it's my understanding in my conversations with her that they're making verification of that and that they may or may not be proceeding with that, Judge, but I do not want to represent to the court that I anticipate them being dismissed because I simply cannot say that at this time. Would that be accurate?
Yes, sir.
Okay, but but we are asking the court to take, given that she did so well on the first year of this probation, if the court looks at her MTR, she didn't have any failed tests. She did successfully complete her her intensive outpatient treatment. She has that certificate. We verified that with probation. She's also expressed a willingness to me.
Hey, sorry guys. I'm just gonna pause real quick. I just want to let everyone know, since this is the most viewers I've had on here so far in this live stream. I need moderators. It eventually will become a paid position where I can pay it, of course in the beginning it's not, I have, I'm going to start doing lives every day again. I just getting back into it, and I'm just really trying to figure out where I fit in, where I'm not overlapping with anyone else, like Mike Gravelin and some other people that do lives. Also Credence and Mikey. I don't want to overlap with them. I maybe want to go either before or after. But I have a lot of free time on my hands now, and I'm not just going to be editing videos at night and doing my text commentary, or I've actually cloned my voice and was trying to use that, and it just sounds real stupid. So I won't be doing that anymore. But I just really am looking forward to hanging out with you guys again. And so I'm looking for moderators. So if you hit me up on Discord, or if you email me at allriselegalnetwork@gmail.com, I'll put you on as a moderator. It's going to be pretty slow starting out again, but it should pick up pretty fast.
That she would like to possibly get some additional treatment. But given her condition, it's my understanding that at this time, she wouldn't be accepted into safety or one of those at this time. And so what we're asking the court at this time to do is to continue her, possibly follow up with her sometime around February to see where they stand with the cases in Comal. She did plead true to not reporting in June, which is true. She did not report in June. But again, she kind of fell off the wagon and also made contact with the gentleman that she was ordered not to make contact with. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
And that kind of fell, but that also seems to have resulted in a pregnancy. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So we're leaving ourselves to the mercy of the court, but she is a motivated probationer. She did fall off the wagon. Where she's been since May is.
Man, I hope she does good. I mean, and does she seem motivated by her actions? I don't think so. And she can't even look the judge in the eye. And when you're clear-headed and you're and you really want to start making some changes, you feel it and it, and you can look the judge in the eye and be like, look, I'm trying to change this thing. I'm trying to do the damn thing. Please help me, give me some direction, give me some programs, do something for me. I don't want to go to prison. And she's just standing there quiet, letting her mouthpiece talk for her, which is her right. And which is what they will tell her, don't, let your lawyer do the talking. But, hopefully when it comes to the point where it's time for her to talk, she says something worth saying, but she can't even look the judge in the eye right now.
In the Comal County Jail. There was a warrant put out by this court. They brought her over here. And so we're asking the court to give consideration to continuing her on her probation. In the absence of that, we would ask the court to consider adjudicating her and continuing on her probation.
All right.
But we are leaving it to the court.
All right. Any objection to the court reviewing the court summary?
No, Your Honor.
All right. Do you want to raise your right hand for me? Do you solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you give will be the truth and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
We're going to get into it
All right,
now.
you can lower your hand. So the court ordered that you have no contact with Jacob Ziggler. Why are you having contact with him?
He reached out to me.
I'm sorry, what?
He reached out to me. And I shouldn't have said that, and I'm sorry.
No. There's no need to apologize. So he reached out to you and you knew you were looking at 4 years prison time, correct?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. So you did a weighing of you did a balancing test and you said, I can't have contact with Jacob Ziggler. And if I do, I'm looking at 4 years in prison, but he's worth it. And then according to the court summary, your brother-in-law is taking care, I guess your brother-in-law and his wife are taking care of 2 of your children. Is that correct?
My brother-in-law, no, it's my aunt.
Oh, okay. So your aunt is taking care of 2 of your children.
3 actually.
3?
Yes, ma'am.
So you have 3 children. You're not taking care of them,
No,
but you,
but I have had them, I had them the whole time I was on probation.
but you, no, because it says here, on July 17th, the field team conducted a field visit and spoke to Miss Bell's brother-in-law, who stated they had not seen or heard from Miss Bell in over 2 months and had been trying to locate her with no success. Mrs. Bell's brother-in-law also stated that they had been caring for Mrs. Bell's 2 children since she left the home.
Hey, I'm confused on who my brother-in-law is.
Okay.
The name is there.
No, the name is not there. But suffice it to say, they've been looking for you.
Sorry,
for
we
2
can't hear what
months.
she's
So
saying.
for 2 months, if your children were depending on you to provide them with food so they can live, they would have just starved to death.
No, ma'am. No, ma'am. When I fell off, I called my aunt and I let her know. They've been taking care of them.
You call your aunt and let her know, I'm gonna go be with this Jacob person because he reached out to me.
No, I let her know that I messed up and that I did get I did drugs and I was scared and that I didn't want to be around my children that way.
All right, so basically what that means is financially, you were not supporting your children. And if your children were dependent upon you to live, they would not have survived because you're not providing them support. You're just making all of these bad decisions and somebody else is paying for your bad decisions. They're supporting your children. Now you went off with this Jacob person that there was supposed to be no contact with. And the only thing that you've come back with is pregnant with his child. And for the court to say that you to have no contact with him, obviously he was not a good person to be in your life. All right. So the court is finding violations 4 and 6 true.
See
The
ya.
court is going to grant the motion, revoke you. And the court is going to sentence you
Man,
to
it
4 years in
sucks.
the prison, give you credit for any time served. There's to be no contact with Jacob Ziggler. And there's to be no unsupervised contact with minors. Did you review the document entitled Trial Court Certification of Defendant's Rights to Appeal with your attorney? Did you understand it? And did you sign it?
Yes.
That's the appeal for me.
Why do you guys think the Judge Boyd does that? I mean, it's for everything. If you come in for a DUI, your probation, I mean, it's almost everything. Maybe not DUI, but almost everything. It's no contact with minors and no working with the elderly, even if they have no violence in their past. And, you know, a lot of girls who I know, you know, I sponsor some people that are just out of prison, you know, and either their girlfriends or who they might have be in the halfway house or something. And they work as CNAs or they work in you know, hospice care. And if they were in Texas in front of this judge, they wouldn't be able to do that to make a living. So that always kind of boggles my mind. And I understand some cases you definitely have to say no children, no elderly, no one that can be abused. And I guess if you have theft cases, that makes sense too, because I've seen a lot of cases go in front of her, Judge Boyd specifically, where someone has stolen someone's jewelry that they worked for. And in that instance, I absolutely, of course, it's common sense. But I just wonder why she does that.
All right. You have a limited right to appeal. That right to appeal is as it relates to the allegations in the motion, not the fact that you were on community supervision. Because this is a felony conviction, you're not allowed to own or possess any weapons or ammunition. If you have a question over what a weapon or ammunition is, you'll need to speak to an attorney. I'll recommend the therapeutic community for her. I have no jurisdiction to place you in the therapeutic community, but if you ask for it, they will place you in it. Oh, just ask at the prison and let them know. All right, we can go off the record. Here's the thing. Everybody wants little babies when they're born because they're so cute. So you had better reach out to your family because Child Protective Services is going to come knocking at the prison. So unless you have someone, yeah. All right, so you need to let your aunt know, and counsel if you can get in contact with her aunt, because time when that baby is delivered, she needs to have somebody there that's been pre-approved by Child Protective Services to take the child. All right, good luck to you.
Thank you, Judge.
Yeah, she's got a rough road ahead of her. she's going to have that baby in prison. I'm sure they're set up to do that. And, I don't know if I guess she just said, yeah, to try to have someone get approved, to help with the baby. But anyway, yeah, it's not going to be easy for her, but her head's going to be clear if she stays off the prison drugs. Hopefully she does that. Of course, we all know, especially in Texas, there's tons of drugs in prison, pounds of it. And that's not an exaggeration, So hopefully she stays clean, doesn't stay in contact with old boy. And it's too bad. It's too bad. And I don't even think that she was even too strict. I just think that she did what she had to do. So hats off to her. I'm just going to give a shout out to Sagittarius Baby. Thank you for stopping by. Sagittarius Baby 420 and left-handed RN. That's funny. I tattoo on a lot of RNs. So yeah, that's cool. Thanks for stopping by. Yeah, they're very vulnerable. And you're right. Criminals do prey on them. And that sucks, man. When I was doing my bad guy stuff back in the day, I never preyed on anybody. I just tried to take care of my habit. And, well, I guess there are victims for sure. Even as, when I was, I paid for my habit by, supplying my friends with party favors. And, yeah, it was dumb. It was dumb. And, and I guess they are kind of victims, even though they chose to do it, but I'm not going to be naive and say that, I didn't, that there were no victims, but, I was in a bad place. My wife was just killed. I didn't know what to do. I had 3 young girls. And I just, I was just lost, and, but everything's great now. It's been years and years now, but I do think I do have a different viewpoint on a lot of this stuff coming from all of that, but, I don't know, but it's going to be fun hanging out with you guys. I might check out Judge Fleischer again and see what's going on in his courtroom. Let's check it out and see if there's anything exciting going on with him. I'm still getting the hang of this again.
Can't drive.
It's been like almost 9 months since I've gone by.
No.
Okay, that's good.
Yeah. Your Honor, if I may though, he moved a year ago-ish from California. He's still got family and contacts there. The family has
Fast forward a little bit. Let's see. Let's see what's up with this knucklehead. Nice haircut, buddy. Boy, his lawyer looks like she was out drinking. Boy, his mouse click is the loudest mouse click on
What do you
YouTube.
test positive for? What else? Anything else? Why are you using marijuana?
I haven't in the last 30 days. I'm not sure why it's still in my system.
Okay, I'll give you the benefit of the doubt. I'll give him another week. We'll test again in another week.
Okay.
I want to make sure that it's nice and clean. If you're telling me that you're not going to be positive, I'm going to give you another week. But if you test positive, it's not going to go well. Do you understand? Don't use. That's all I'm asking you to do. And don't drive unless you have a license and liability insurance. Do you understand?
Sir.
Okay, let's come back in a week. I'm going to test him again just to make sure.
And can we get a note for school?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay.
Sure, of course.
Hey, real quick, left-handed nurse, if you're still there. So I quit smoking and started vaping. I know this has nothing to do with law stuff. I quit smoking and started vaping, and all the nurses I tattoo on, they all just like, you got to stop vaping. You got to stop vaping. What do you think about vaping? And so I guess it's an oil. It's a hot oil that goes around goes around your there's little sacs, I guess, in your lungs or something. And I guess it could be worse than smoking. And I don't want to do either anymore. So I'm trying to wean off the vaping. But do you feel like it's it's worse than smoking, I guess is what I'm asking. Hey, Karen, I definitely agree. Definitely agree with what you chatted. Absolutely. Thanks, left-handed. I'm trying to quit. It's so hard. It's so hard. Here, I'm gonna fast forward. See if we can get. Oh, here's this guy again.
What? I mean, really? Yes. You're doing
I
great.
bet you he does not get a bond.
Let me enlighten you on one thing, Mr.
And I know it's ugly.
Mr. Ziggler, that the more open cases you have, the more of a flight risk you become. At least in my book, because when there's more blood out there at stake, you're just more of a higher risk, Day, please.
Your Honor, on August 22nd, 2022, he was arrested for 2 charges, passing bad checks and theft by deception. He ultimately entered into a plea deal on August 25th, 2022, where he was supposed to serve 5 years of probation. However, he was also simultaneously found to be a fugitive from justice from Solon Police Department in Ohio on August 23rd, 2022. He was released on his own recognizance.
It snowed here
but
today.
Also simultaneously deferred out of Port Clinton.
The understanding that he would go for the new charge?
I don't know, because it was shortly after that he was placed on deferred in our jurisdiction on July 11, 2023. Oh, no, it was a little bit before. Sorry, it was the other way around. He resolved theft by check, the state jail felony here, and went there to resolve that. But because he already had an outstanding fugitive case, and the fact that he's on at least 3 concurrent deferred, and the fact that he has 2 active warrants, one of which is a probation violation, which hasn't been filed, but if it files, that it would be a pre-signed waiver, which he would have no ability to make bail or bond. And so because of those 3 reasons is that.
So how do you know there's a pre-signed waiver? Or are you speculating?
It's not guaranteed, but the fact that it's a probation violation, I mean, I can call and ask, Judge, if that's the.
No, it doesn't. It's just too much. You're on multiple probations. You're on a probation here. You've now got 2 other cases in 2 other jurisdictions. It's just too much. At some point, we got to say when. We can't. I mean, you got to understand it.
I just been trying to make it right, Your Honor. I've been paying everywhere. And the same thing with Ohio, the probation. You're more than welcome because I'm making payments there.
You don't have to say anything.
Yes, sir.
The only thing is just don't pick up any more cases, man.
Yeah.
I've been clean.
You don't have a check.
I've been squeaky clean. No checking accounts, nothing. My wife does the banking. I have absolutely done nothing for 2 years trying to stay clean and make it right.
Perhaps, she's the one that should start taking over the finances.
She has.
I know if you want something, you want to get it, just don't.
No.
Yeah. All right. I'm sorry, Ms. Oko.
Yes, Judge. And
Okay.
he'll be keeping his waiver at the time. He won't be revoking
Okay. 14 days from.
Has he already waived? He's already waived? Okay,
Yes,
so
it's on Friday.
we'll keep your waiver for now. And then if they don't come get you within the 14 days, we will release you. But do you have any indication as to whether they want him?
They didn't come from me in Brazoria, not even a month ago.
We can reach out, especially since there's two different counties. I mean, we send out the notices the day we confirm. So today, the fact that he's keeping the waiver, we should know by this afternoon, at latest tomorrow morning. So, I mean, because also simultaneously, if you were to bond out and
You got to understand though, is that even if they don't come get you and we release you, those warrants will forever remain active until you go take care of them. So every single time you step out there, you're going to come here, do another 4 to 2 weeks, every single time.
I just wanted to pay Harris County because they promised me, the judge told me that when I'm done paying.
Need to go to Ohio as soon as possible to take care of those things. At
Is
the
there
very minimum,
valid here?
we'll post bond so those warrants lift. All right?
Yes, sir.
All right. Good luck to you. Sir.
Thank you, Judge.
All right. Thanks.
Thank you, Judge.
Thank you, Ms. Oko.
Oh, there you have it.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank
You're the best.
Thank you, sir.
No go for Joe.
Carson.
Let's fast forward to the next one.
Off
We're a
early,
little
they do
behind
well.
on Judge Fleischer. This is all
You're
live
charged
though
though with a
today.
very serious case. You're charged with indecent assault, contact with fluid. That's a class A misdemeanor. You're facing up to a year in jail and or a $4,000
What the
fine.
heck did he do?
You guys have worked out an agreement where they're offering you a 12-month deferred. That is a type of probation that if you complete it successfully, you do not end up with a conviction on your record. But you need to understand that you give up so many rights by entering into this agreement, where if you violate the agreement, we can issue a warrant for your arrest. And the full range of punishment is available for us to put you in jail an entire year. As part of the agreement, you will do a TRAS, which is an evaluation to see what conditions you may need. If they think you need conditions and assess it, you must fulfill those conditions. As part of the other part of the agreement is that you will have no threatening, harassing, or abusive contact with Ms. Vo. Do you understand? You're giving up the right to a trial,
He
right
wanted
to
to say
compel
something.
witnesses to testify on your behalf, confront and cross-examine your accusers. If you're not a citizen, there are
You know that's
possible
what he was saying.
immigration consequences. You can be deported, excluded from the country, denied naturalization under federal law. You give up the right to appeal. So once you accept this agreement, you cannot undo this or change this. It is there until you complete it or unless it gets terminated through a violation. Is this how you understand it?
Yes.
How do you plead to the offense, guilty or not guilty? I will not find you guilty. I will withhold that for 12 months. If you do everything you're supposed to, we will take you off in half the time. Just don't have any contact with this person. Do what they assess, and then that's it.
Thank you, Joe.
All right. All right, guys. Good luck. Thank you.
We'll watch another one and see what's going on. I know it's kind of boring, but you never know with Judge Fleischer.
Okay, Connor, or who's this gentleman?
Mr. Salinas is for a plea, Your Honor. I have
Also,
the-
again,
we have the
I'm looking
translator also.
for moderators. I'll be doing this
So much.
every morning, and then a show on Friday night and maybe Monday night. Just hit me up on Discord.
Oseas Salinas.
Salinas.
Mr. Salinas, you're charged with assault of a family member. You are facing up to a year in jail and or a $4,000 fine.
Una multa de hasta $4,000.
You have worked out an agreement where they are offering you 45 days in jail with credit for the 7 days that you have done.
7 días que ya cumplió.
Is this how you understand the agreement?
Yes, sir.
You need to understand that there is an affirmative finding of family
I'm
violence.
gonna fast forward this one.
What
since
that
it's in
means
Spanish.
is
Let's see what's going on with this guy.
Daily, we will separate yesterday.
Espanol.
okay, 2501. Is this, what's his last name?
Cruz Antonio.
¿Cómo?
Cruz Antonio.
Cruz Antonio.
It's probably another translator.
Both these numbers.
Yeah, these are probably boring. Let's
Okay, so you can take that back.
let's check out anybody else who might be live. Oh, it looks just like it's just Judge Fleischer. I've been watching those appeals. They're kind of boring, but if you're a law nerd like me, they're super interesting to watch. I don't know if I'm allowed to watch other. Let's just
Can't
take a look at it.
eliminate
Oh yeah,
the
if
possibility
I'm
that
reacting
some of
to
these
it.
scratches are brush abrasions.
I can't entirely exclude it, but I don't favor that they are.
This is
Do you
super
have an
super
opinion as
sad.
to whether these scratches could have been caused post-mortem,
I do not think that they were postmortem.
and why not?
These scratches showed something that we call a vital reaction. So when you see
Let's
red
go to the beginning of her
in
testimony.
the area of the injury, that is an indication of bleeding. They were.
And I put some gloves in front of you if you need them. Dr. Sure you don't, but
Basically, this guy allegedly caught this nursing student unawares
So states
and
19, I'm gonna hand you
tried to R her,
states
and she
19.
fought
We're
back,
not gonna open it, but
and
we're gonna open
she
it.
never got R'd, but the guy allegedly
States
killed her.
319, do you recognize it? Do you recognize your unique case number? Is your name on it?
Yes, it has my name as well as the unique case number, the county, and the name of
Super sad.
Laken Riley.
And are those the fingernail clippings that you took at autopsy of Laken Riley?
Yes, these are the ones taken at autopsy.
Well, this is going to be sad and boring. So,
objection.
well, I guess that's it, guys. Man, thanks for coming out. This was just a trial run. I'm going to be coming out every day at 10 o'clock. We'll just say 10 o'clock for now. I would love to see everybody again. That would be awesome. I will have cases on deck to play that are super interesting. So I'm sorry it was so boring today. It'll get better. I'll get my groove on again. We'll have lots of commentary, lots of fun. I would just really would love to find some moderators. That would be great. But thank you so much for stopping in today. I really appreciate it. And I'll see you guys soon. Bye. Welcome back to Legal Livewire. Today we have an important update.
Mr. Allen.